What's up, guys? There we go. Holy crap. Are you serious about that? KK? Well, I'm assuming that you're trolling. For real, if you're trolling. So a lot of my audience is kind of younger, so let's not like really talk about that. But I assume you're just trolling. Are you trolling or are you being serious? Because, all right, well, I think you should go to counseling with your husband. Because I am a man who has quit drinking, quit smoking, quit pornography. I have made intense effort to become the best version of myself. Right. So here's the thing. A lot of my audience is younger. Well, KK, here's the thing. I think you and your husband should go to counseling and y'all should really discuss that because realistically, when a man is looking at porn, he's doing that because he's looking for something that he's not getting in a relationship. So I think y'all should go to a professional and talk about that. That's what I would think. Right. And I'm being serious on that because it's not healthy for a relationship. Nothing destroys a man or a woman quicker than immediate gratification, whether you're looking at getting a quick fix from a smoke or a drink or getting off. Instead, you want to look for things that you have to earn your dopamine, such as working out or music or whatever it is that you do. Those are the things that you would want to do. And I think y'all should get some professional counseling for that. That's my opinion. So guys, I'm going to give you a couple warnings. I do have moderators. A lot of my audience is younger. So if you come in here with explicit content like that, then what I will do is I'll report your profile to YouTube and you're going to lose your account. So I get it. It's kind of fun to troll and all that, but my channel's not for that type of stuff. So. Yeah, I don't know. People come in. Yeah, guys, it's just, I get a lot of haters in my comment and stuff. It's cool, man. It's just, it is what it is. I dream of a world where people can talk about philosophy and self-improvement and those types of things versus the Kardashians and troll and all that type of stuff. But that's just what people do, man. That's just what people do. Trust me, my normal audience that comes in and out, that's not my normal audience. So, yeah, that's kind of my opinion, guys. It's not healthy to be in a relationship with that type of stuff. Not at all. If you're in a relationship and someone's doing that, you need to go to counseling and you guys need to fix those issues because they will turn into something worse. Those types of things will turn into something worse. Well, KK, I don't think you're crazy at all. I don't think you're crazy at all, but you know, just keep in mind that the audience that I speak to, you know, they do come in and they're younger. Even though I put this video not for kids when I do my streams, they do. So just think about if you had children or kids. I always say, would you want to be exposed to that? But yeah, nah, KK, you're cool. You're cool. Look, it's easy to hate, and it's hard to love. So, you know, I've kind of told you what the rules are, and we'll move forward together. But you're not crazy. And I mean, if your husband's doing stuff like that, he really needs some professional help. You need to make sure that you're doing what you need to do as a wife to support him, and he needs to make sure that he, as the man and the head of the household, he's doing what he needs to do to support you. Because remember, a relationship, excuse me, in my opinion, a healthy relationship is two independent people choosing to unite together to form one destiny. And yeah, that's what you would want to do. So it's easier said than done, but you're not crazy. And, you know, you really need to nip that into the bud, because that's going to turn into something worse. I promise you this. I've counseled a lot of people, especially in the Navy. That is going to turn into something worse if you don't nip it in the bud now. It will turn into something worse. Pornography is not a good thing. It is not. When I was younger, I struggled with it. Overcame it. And how did I overcome pornography? Very simple. I decided I wanted to become the best version of myself. And in order to become the best version of yourself, you need to implement discipline. And if you can't control your own sexual urges or your own diet, if you can't control your lymphatic system in your body, you can't control anything. So learning to control your system, whether it's food, whether it's training, is considered an area of discipline. Yeah, KK, for sure. Come back anytime and take care of the kids. And just remember, I'm telling you, man, self-discipline is the key to everything. Self-discipline. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up before you go. That helps me out. All right. That helps me out a lot. Also, if you want better skin, I know people are going to laugh and make Diddy jokes, but use baby oil, man. I've been telling this to people for years. I'm almost 40 years old and I've lost 100 pounds. And one of the ways that my skin did not get saggy was I kept it hydrated. I think keeping the skin hydrated and healthy is very important, especially if you want to, you know, age well. So, thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for the thumbs up. Appreciate you. All right, time to get a little snack. Whew. There we go. Time to get a little snack, and then we're going to probably hit the gym. Get a little bite of some sausage real quick. There we go. I have made a big fart. Okay. You want to smell? Nah, man. I appreciate the offer. I appreciate the offer you want to express with that, but nah, man. I'm good. I'm good, man. Now, instead of doing something like that, I've lost 100 pounds. And through my journey of losing 100 pounds, I figured out some stuff. And yeah, I like to share that. I also like to talk about philosophy. One of my favorite questions to talk to people is what people's opinion on God is. That's one of the philosophical questions I like to talk in my channel. I'm curious about people's deepest, most, I guess, retrospective perspectives, right? I'm really curious about philosophy. What do people believe? Why do they believe what they believe? I also like music theory. I like science. So any of those are topics for discussion. And also I am a personal trainer and nutritionist and an entrepreneur. I can teach you how I lost 100 pounds, So things like that. Those are things that kind of get me going in conversation. I'm also a motivational speaker. I speak to a lot of events. I teach people about how to believe in themselves when things get tough. So any of those are topics for discussion in this channel. A little bit of background. I've been a top sales rep at 4 different companies. I've set 3 national sales records. I've lost 100 pounds. I'm a Navy veteran. I'm a former drug addict who got clean and sober. And I also compose music. So that's a little bit about me. And yeah, feel free to ask any questions and share. Do you have PayPal? Yeah, I have a PayPal account. I think my PayPal is up at the top of my profile. If you wanted to send a donation, feel free. But what I'm trying to do more than anything is instead of sending me a donation, I would prefer you guys to instead of sending me a donation, tell all your friends to come into my chat so I can get monetized, and I'll give you some advice on nutrition, mindset, become the best version of yourself, how to push through adversity, how to start a business, how to be creative, and how to basically become the best ultimate version of yourself. So, hey, how are you? I'm gonna snack on a little bit of sausage here, and I'm gonna go do some calisthenics at the gym. Man, boy, that really hits the spot. Yum, yum, yum. All right. Yum, yum, yum. Hello, Max Tucker Ashford. All right. What's up, Fly? How are you guys doing today? How are you, Max? What are you up for? What are you up to today? Also, if you guys like some of the piano I've been writing, some of the music stuff on my channel, you guys, a few of you guys, I don't think they're in the chat, but a few people have asked me if I'm going to put my little simple piano. Remember, I'm self-taught on piano. I'm not pretending to be at an advanced level by any means, but my simple little improvisations, a lot of people seem to like them. So yeah, I am going to try to eventually put them on Spotify. Lost 100 pounds, man. I've lost 100 pounds. It's crazy. It's just crazy that I've lost so much weight, and I did it not doing what everyone says in the books. It's crazy. Yum, yum, yum. All right. Whole milk and sausage. Oh, I feel better now. Interesting. All right. By the way, guys, if you saw some of my stock trading videos, this is where I trade my stocks at. So this is my station. So basically, with a setup like this, you can get what I recommend for you guys, because some people ask me about trading stocks, and I am an affiliate with Trade the Pool, so I teach people how to, trade stocks a little bit. I also teach some music and stuff. Hey, bro, do you have any piece of advice? I want to grow my channel. Yeah, if you want to grow your channel, I mean, again, I don't have the largest channel by any means, but what you want to do to grow your channel is to find a niche. Don't do what I do. I use my channel for a different reason. I do a blog and I document my life. Don't do that. It's not the best way to grow a channel. You need to find a niche. You need to find something that you understand and you're good at, right? You're going to find a niche category, and then what you're going to do, either you find a niche category or you find something that you really enjoy and you understand, and you put so much volume into it that it would be impossible for you to not succeed. For example, if you like music, if you like working out, if you like mindset training, start making original content that you love to do and you have a passion to share with people. And then when people come in, respond to every comment. And then depending on if you want to sell or take donations, just keep doing that. You got to find a niche. You got to find a category. You could go Google something that's trending, but find out what it is that you really love to do and just keep putting volume into that. That's what I would recommend. Nepal. Oh, thanks. Chess Devil is one of my moderators. He's from Nepal as well. Yeah, I get a lot of positive feedback. Guys, I'm working on a lot of projects, and I have a new stock challenge right here. So my stock challenge that I'm doing, obviously the market's closed today, right? And this is my station right here. So essentially, if you want to get into trading stocks, I trade Tesla. And I can tell you from my experience, Tesla is the best thing to trade. At least in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Pop that there. Anyways. Hey, Kim, how is it politically going in Nepal? Not nice. What's going on in Nepal? What's going on in Nepal that, guys, I've been so knee deep in music and all the stuff that I'm doing with my family and stuff. I really haven't had a lot of time to look at what's going on in the world. Listen, man, I'm a very simple man. I figured out a way to make money doing what I love, thank God. And then I share it with you guys. Yeah, I don't think it's cold enough to have that on, right? So what specifically is going on in Nepal right now? I know I could look it up, but you guys tell me. What's going on in Nepal? By the way, if you guys like to trade stocks, let me know, because my formula that I use is right here. So essentially, this is my office that I use to trade stocks with. I want to show you guys. So all I do is have a laptop, one external monitor that has a 2 connection into my laptop, and then I have one little iPad. With this setup and this right here, which I created, this is my formula. It took me like 14 years to create. That's my formula. This formula I can teach. You're not going to find it online because I conceived it. One of the things that I am really big on is conceiving ideas, and then I share them with people, but I don't really believe that you can learn to trade stocks and just memorize formulas. You kind of have to have an idea of how things work and create your own strategy. Once you create your own strategy, you can make money any time of the day, $100 to $500 to $1,000 a day. Not to say it's easy, and you're probably going to lose money at first, but if you learn to do it, it's a very good skill to have. Because as long as you can get a connection and hop online, you can always buy and trade. They don't understand my logic to my GAT, my money, and I'm hooked on chronic. Oh, baby, let me tell you something, man. I quit smoking and I quit drinking, and I never felt better, and I lost 100 pounds. Look, whatever makes you happy in life, I'm not judging you, but I'll promise you this, in my opinion, my humble opinion, you will feel better if you stop doing that stuff. In my humble opinion. In my humble opinion, if you stop drinking and you stop smoking, you will feel better. And trust me, I smoked weed for over a decade. I stopped it, never felt better. Then I eliminated processed sugar. Then I started doing calisthenics. All of these things added up to me becoming the best version of myself. You too can become the best version of yourself, should you decide that that's what you want to do. Nothing is going to destroy a man faster than the inability to control their own urges. If you can't control yourself to not fap, you can't control what you eat, how in the hell are you going to become, how in the earth, if you can't control yourself, if you can't conquer your own desire on the inside, how are you going to conquer something on the outside? You know, if you can't control what you eat, you can't control what you see, you can't control what you speak, you got a lot to work on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So my channel's not about all the freaks and stuff that come in. I get there's trolls, but guys, I have moderators that come in, and for you guys who don't really know my rules in the channel, you can feel free to talk about anything, like hard conversations like religion and spirituality. But because I have a younger audience that comes in, out of respect for my channel, let's try not to keep it very vulgar. Let's try to reduce that a bit. I understand there's trolls and stuff. I promise you, if we were standing face to face with each other, I promise if we were face to face, you wouldn't be saying that shit to me. So that being said, do what's going to make you happy. But if you keep putting sexually explicit content, I don't just ban you. I report your profile to YouTube. This is being recorded, and I submit these to YouTube, and I get credit. I actually get money when people are explicit on my channel. So please remember that. You've been warned. Hi, are you MAGA? Yes, I am more for political questions. I am not completely conservative or completely liberal. I am in the middle and I lean more towards conservative. Given what was happening in the country, I thought that Trump was the best person for protecting the United States. I'm a veteran. I fought in Afghanistan. I do not agree with everything that my country does. We are not perfect, but what's that? So I would consider me MAGA. Yeah, make America great again. But here's the thing: I was a fan of Charlie Kirk, but I'm not a Christian, right? I'm a cultural Christian. I believe in God, super spiritual. I talk to God every day, but I can't put God in one box for one single religion. Now, I think with the Christian faith, the idea is to teach people that love conquers hate. And I think Jesus had a lot of wisdom in teaching people that. But I don't think any person is the son of God. I think we're all the son of God. So that's kind of how I see it. Now, that's my own opinion. I don't want to, offend anybody. But you have to think, if my opinion on what I believe offends someone that wants to cause harm, then the person I'm offending is a fascist and a socialist. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's kind of how I see it. Let's throw in one more of these. I guess on the way to the gym, what I'm going to eat, some of you guys ask me what my pre-workout meal is. I eat a lot of protein and I eat a lot of fat. And my carbs are typically whole grains, fruits. And one of my favorite carbs is honey. I love honey. So before I go to the gym, I'll probably pop in some honey. Right? I'm so blessed and so thankful that my friend Carter get a job. Okay. I work 7 days a week, brother. I work 7 days a week, brother. Just because you can't make money the way I do doesn't mean that what I do isn't valuable, brother. Cut that one off. There we go. Pop that one down. Somebody switched this light on. Must be Philip. Alrighty. Here we go. So, again, guys, for the stream, I appreciate all of you. We are getting ready to go to the gym. Nobody. Don't do it, buddy. For you guys who are the returners in the stream, there's Buddy. Everybody loves Buddy. Let's see here. Go check on my chickens real quick. So there's the studio, guys. The studio's where we're doing the music, trains in the backyard, and then the chickens are out there. The chickens have been an amazing addition for the lifestyle we're building with the family here. So, very cool. Don't forget, guys, the channel is getting about 20,000 views per week, and I don't even sell any products on YouTube. But if you guys want to learn how to trade stocks, or you want to book a meeting with me, feel free to message me through Instagram, and we can set up a time to book. I do meetings where I do one-on-one counseling with people. And I also have like a business model. All you have to do is book that one-on-one time with me, send me through Instagram, and I do 30-minute and 1-hour sessions. And I promise you, you will get more out of those sessions than you can imagine. I will give you a lifetime experience on sales. Also, also for all you business owners, my software developer is building websites now. We have an office over there. All the things, all the plans are coming together. And now we're off to the gym. Interesting. There we go. Alrighty. All right, guys, now heading to the gym, just as a heads up warning, in case you guys don't know. Whoa. In case you guys don't know, why is there a crack in the concrete right there? I think somebody came and they spilled some oil on the concrete. Anyways, we're getting on the country road. So, on the country road, pretty simple. On the country road, sometimes the signal goes in and out. This year, I'm really getting into calisthenics, and I've been doing a program. I was looking at Cristiano Ronaldo, and he does something that I think is pretty smart. He just wears a weighted vest all day, and wearing the weighted vest allows him to basically increase his BMR. And I think that's, if you think about it, policemen do the same thing. Policemen and officers are always wearing weighted vests on top of them. And when you think about it, it's kind of genius. It's just a bunch of pull-ups. I want to do a bunch of push-ups. I want to do up to dips. I want to be able to run and carry and do all that stuff. So functional movement patterns for the win for me. You look like an ICE agent. Well, I was in the Navy for a while. For like 10 years, and I did fight for my country. But I am not an ICE agent by any means. No, no, no. But if I was an ICE agent, would I tell you? Nah, man. For me, I'm just a normal dude, man. I'm just a guy that practices self-discipline. Control what you eat. If you want the recipe to become successful, here it is. Don't look at porn. Don't drink. Don't smoke. Physically train your body to move. Create something. Read books. And get out and away from people who pull you down. Get away from the people who are pulling you down. You don't want to be you don't want to be around people like that, man. Do not be around those suffocating losers, dude. Don't be around them. Those people will kill you. Those people will kill you, man. The energy vampires that suck all your energy down. Listen, get those people out of your life, right? And also, guys, I've lost 100 pounds. So if you want to know how I lost 100 pounds, then I can teach you that. I can teach you what I did to lose weight. And it wasn't really anything drastic. But one of the things that I try to teach people is you have to focus on nutrition. You have to understand how your body reacts to food. You have to eliminate stress. And it's not easy. It's not easy to practice discipline. But once you learn to do it, it's something that will be with you for the rest of your life. And it will affect every aspect of your life. You know what I mean? one of my favorite questions to ask all the people in the chats, I like to ask people, do you believe that God, and this is a question that I really like to get responses that are very, how do you say, unique. Here's the question. Okay. Can you put God in a single religion? Can you confine God to a single religion? Is that possible? Because for me, I have my own opinions about God, and I'm curious, can anyone for sure say that any single religion can classify God or the energy or the source? I'm curious what you guys think about that. Because throughout history, a lot of wise men and a lot of wise women have come to different conclusions. We've had a lot of people, obviously we've had Jesus, we've had like the Dalai Lamas, we've had Buddhas, and all these enlightened individuals. And, you know, I've traveled outside the United States when I was in the service. And it was always very fascinating to me how every culture seems to have a different definition of the divine. That's something that really fascinates me. Very much so. Rolling around like, like he said, like 50 Cent. I mean, you know, not me, just a normal guy. I'm just an average, I'm just a normal, average, everyday mother trucker, dude. Guys, this is actually, for you guys who don't know, it looks like a bulletproof vest, but it's a tactical wolf. It's a weighted vest I use to do calisthenics with. When I was in the military, I did have a weighted vest, not a weighted vest, a Kevlar vest, and I did used to wear one, but the tactical wolf weighted vest, it only weighs like 25 pounds, and I'm 230. So with the vest on, I weigh like 250. But what I do is I do a lot of body weight and calisthenics work. So I like to have the tactical wolf because it has the plate that curves, and it curves to your front and your back. And when you tighten it, it just gives you center mass. When you do calisthenics with weight, you really want a vest that's really pulling the weight towards you. So you can, you know, it's the best vest I've ever had. And I've had this one for like, I don't know, 4 years now. It's the best. Yeah, man. It literally replicates a bulletproof vest. Yeah, but it's just the way it fits, man. If you do calisthenics and you do like push-ups and pull-ups, you know what I mean. If the weight is too high or too low, it just doesn't feel very good. It feels like the weight is displaced. The tactical wolf, which Tactical Wolf, if you're watching this stream, send me another vest, please. It's a Tactical Wolf. Now, if I was a good actor, I'd say, let me tell you what we're doing, son. Here, are you ready for this? Uh-oh. Here you go. You ready for it? You guys will like this, okay?
I'm going to find Batman. Hello. Have you seen Batman? That guy. He's always ruining my plans. How do you know that the Joker was not actually the hero and the Batman was the villain?
I don't have a cool other one. Anyways, that's me getting into character. No, I think if I was had to choose between a villain and a hero, I don't know. I think a villain would have a lot of fun, but hurting people and doing that, I'm more of a protector, I guess. Hurting people isn't very nice unless you're trying to defend yourself. Yeah, it's just not, I don't know. But without villains, you wouldn't appreciate heroes. So in its own way, villains are kind of necessary. It's like, how would you appreciate light if you never saw dark? How would you appreciate love if you've never felt like unloved? It's a dichotomy. So TP, take profit trader, is that TPT anyways? Why do I have a bulletproof vest on? Well, the reason I have this vest on is because of Tactical Wolf, and it's a weighted vest that I use for calisthenics. So I just wear it to the gym. And when I'm doing stuff around the house, I'll wear this when I'm trading stocks. If I'm working outside, chopping wood or feeding the chickens, I'll wear a vest. And what it does is it just allows me to burn more calories than not wearing the vest. So I've lost 100 pounds, and I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm not a power lifter. I used to do powerlifting and strongman, and I was 300 pounds, but then I lost 100 pounds because I felt better being lighter and mastering my body weight versus just being heavy. Just being heavy and big without the ability to move, that's not really my goals in training. Happy New Year's. You say I look like 50 Cent? My bop, my bop, my bop, my bop, my da 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 da, my hit, my boom, ba boom, my bum 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 bum. I'm in the club, man, got me in my da, I can't even think of the lyrics, but no. Everybody kept saying the 50 cents. Do I look like a white version of 50 Cent? That'd be funny. My coat, my. It's a good beat. A bop-bo, 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 Hummy in the club. But I don't even listen to a lot of rap these days. Anyways, no, it's a weighted vest for calisthenics. It's a Tactical Wolf. Point of view driving in the US of A. Yeah, well, I live in the middle of the country. So, now look. Should you be filming as you drive? Absolutely not. That's not what you should do. Be better than me. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go up to the gym over here and I'm going to knock out some push-ups and pull-ups. And I guess probably some dips, depending on how my shoulder feels. But we're almost at the gym. I find the body responds better. By the way, guys, What are your New Year's resolutions? Me personally, I find my body responds better. I feel like my body responds better to kinetic strength as far as push-ups and pull-ups. I feel like it just responds better to that than it does to other forms of training. Now, I used to lift a bunch of weight and external loads and all that, but essentially, you know, I really enjoy doing my body weight stuff. So that's about 48 minutes, guys. Gave you some time. The gym's over here. This is the gym we go to. And yeah, essentially, it's kind of where it's at. Let's go here real quick. Good. Let's see here. There we go. Put that there real quick. I do know I still have like a torn hamstring. I pulled my hamstring a couple weeks ago, and boy, that sucker hurts. The whole right side of my leg feels really bad, but that doesn't mean I can't train some upper body with some push-ups and dips and stuff. Huh. Huh. So, anyways, you guys stay good, and I'll see you next time. Peace.